Stocks tanked and Treasury yields spiked on Friday as the strong jobs report dashed hopes for a Fed pivot. The NASDAQ, is shown on this yearly schedule here, dropped 3.8% on Friday, wiping out all but 0.7% of the weekly gains. And the NASDAQ closed at 10,652, very close, just a few points shy of 10,565, which is its 52-week low. If we look at the S&P 500, we get a similar move to the NASDAQ. The S&P dropped 2.8% on Friday, but it managed to gain 1.5% for the week. And while it closed just 56 points shy of its 52-week low at 35.84 here. But they're both the market is in trouble as investors are learning that the Fed is kind of stuck. They have to keep raising rates at 75 basis points per effort to slow the economy, and it's not happening fast enough. And then to make matters worse, next week we have the CPI report coming out with an expected 8.1% year-over-year rise in the CPI inflation data. If we look at the strength in the ETFs that we trade, they're mostly energy related. So the first one I want to look at is XLE, which is the energy select sector. Exxon, Mobil, and Chevron, and all those guys. You can see here has a 13.6% gain for the week. USO, that's the United States Oil Fund. And it had a nice move up here. That's a 15% gain for the week. And we actually had a position in that one. We got in that one at 70, 71. We're up a couple $1,000 on that position. XME, kind of a metals and mining, so it's related to energy. Dropped back down on Friday, but still managed to gain 7.3% on this move up here. And the last area of strength is silver. Again, it had a nice gap up on Monday, went up the second day, and then kind of went sideways, and then finally pulled back on Friday. But it's still a nice gain. It's up 5.7%. We made no mistake about it. We've been making our money on the short side. So I thought I'd look at a trade that we missed. So I'm a firm believer in, this is the daily, well, it's actually a 10-minute chart of the SQQ on the 7th. And so watching, this is the pre-market here, this gray area, and I was watching the jobs report come out, and it was real strong and got this big bump up. And, I expected it to go back down because the jobs report was strong. So good news, would cause the QQQ to go up and the SQQ to come back down. But that did not happen. And so from this low here, normally I would have entered in on that bar, probably around 56.20 or 56.30, somewhere in that range. But I didn't take the trade because I didn't believe that this was going to result in anything, but it did nothing but go up till the day. Of course, this here's after hours trading, which is kind of flatline because we're on a Friday, the weekend. So anyway, that's one I missed. I screwed up on that one. No doubt about it. Okay, let's take a look at how our model It's done. Well, we've gained 2.5% the first week. It's choppy week. That's a pretty good gain. Not bad there. And we're up 117, almost 118% year to date. We're beating our benchmark S&P 500 by 141 points and the NASDAQ by almost 150. So be smart and sign up for G3 Investors. There's a link to sign up and become a member, a patron for $20 a month. And then you can follow me on my YouTube channel on that right there. And last but not least, take a look at the heat map. This is a 1 week performance of the S&P 500. And the big loser was Tesla with almost a 16 percentage point drop. And the big winner was Exxon. And ConocoPhillips was up pretty good there. The banks did. Some of the big financial services didn't do so bad either. And aerospace did pretty good. Well, that's it for this week. I'm Greg Gallagher. Good week, good luck, and good trading.